Pass it again. What are we doing? Let the creators create. Good move. Let's gotta go. Ah! See, I'm not mad at these takes, but you see the shot selection right now is from the creators and Scottie. Because Scottie is at least a closer of a creator. Good steal right there. GT play the lane. We gotta go. Good pass. Whee! There you see the push. You see the push. An immaculate comeback on cue right now. Immaculate comeback in the works. What are we doing here? Let the creators create. When the creators get the ball, that's when you see. Okay, Pascal, show me something. The padded. Show me something, bro. Okay. Look at them. They're in each other's way again. It just worked out twice for Scottie. But all game, it wasn't working out. It wasn't working out. They're in each other's way. They cancel each other. This is why I try to tell people, you got to choose one. Pascal or Scottie. Good steal. Good steal. Good rip. Not clear path. I don't know if that should have been take. Oh, under 2 minutes, so no take. I didn't even touch him. Manny, man. Fred, why you always lay like that? Like someone shot you, fam. Come on, yo. That's the D-book. What are we doing? You know that he cooks. Boom. My goodness, Scottie. Said I get buckets, yo. I'm going to take him to the lobby. Balling is my hobby. He said I'm eating. He's turning up in the fourth. Pascal Lane. Who's the one you keep? You know what I'm saying? 5 seconds. He's actually a non-creator, and in the moment, he's turning up. In the moment, he's turning up. Wide open. That's a fumble. Good rebound, Fred. Let's gotta go. Boom. My goodness. GTA. I'm getting buckets in the GT. Hey, man. Dog, what are you talking about? Flagrant and one? Let him know, though. Kick the legs. That's and one. He's a damn son, yo. Turn up, though. This is elite turn up in the clutch. What are we doing here? Right here. Kill him. Break his chest. With the left hand, he said, I'm the best, man. Scottie's killing in the clutch, yo. All layups. You know, it's ugly, but it's all layups. He's finding a way. He turned up. He's finding a way. Good defense. Lock up. Good defense. Good trap. Good trap. Good defense. Good trap, Pascal. Good way to run back to the corner, Pascal. That's great defense. Good. Oh, that could have been a foul. He bumped him. That could have been a foul. He bumped him. That actually was supposed to be a foul. He bumped him, but they just allowed it. They allowed it. They didn't rate Portis right there. They wanted to see, I guess, you know, they wanted to see, can they tie it? That was supposed to be a foul, though. What are we doing? Mono. Look who's involved. Look who's involved. Scottie's involved. Pascal's in this dunker spot. Scottie's involved. Step back. Good screen. Mono, kill him. Fry him. He's on an island. My goodness. Go ahead and cry, then. My goodness, yo. No dry, then. That shot was wet, boy. Oh, net, boy. What are we talking about, yo? That's what elite looks like. GTA? I'm getting buckets in the GT. Hey, what are we talking about, yo? The creators, I said, let the creators have the ball. Mono. Pascal's nowhere to be found. He's in the dunker spot. He's not even part of this play. Scottie, we want Lopez, so that's probably why. A step back. You better get back. My goodness, yo. I wet that. Look at this, yo. Get the switch. There we go. Mono. It's different to get a bucket off ISO for a three when they know you need it. Oh, my goodness. That's disgusting. And now in overtime, let's look at the takes. Forget the Bucks offense. Forget that. This is a break. This is to see the Raptors' offense ability. Like, right here. Perfect screen in the gap. It's a great look. I'm not mad at that. You left the gap open. You got to take advantage of the gaps. That's all I say, even if it's from three. That's what elite looks like. Again, in the gap. Good push dribble. Got to go. Look, Lopez is nowhere to be found. So that's why Scottie setting the screens, because Lopez is in the drop. So you have to. Again, let's do another one. Another screen. It has to be action or you're going to kill him. Mono. Off the gap. You got to shoot that. That's got to go. These are great looks by the Raptors in overtime. Pass to Pascal. You got to shoot that. Show them you're something. Show them you do something. Not one shot in the clutch. Dog. Bruh. That's what we doing, yo. Passing to Trent for that. And you got it back and a foul on Giannis. But you passing the Trent for that when you wide open, yo? Come on, Pascal, yo. Get your head in the game, yo. Off the screen, look at this. Other people shot in the gap. The same gap Lopez gave. Pascal doesn't shoot in the gap. This is the difference in the ability. This is what I try to tell you. Let the creators have the ball. Why is he having the ball right now? He just wasted his whole opportunity. Nothing. They're in each other's way. Like, screen to, like, this is ugly. This is horrendous. They're just guarding both of y'all like it's week. It's a regular Tuesday, a regular Wednesday. Look at his padded. How many reverse? Like, dog, this is padded. Nothing. My God, yo. Rebound, you know these sound ugly, horrendous. That's what I try to tell people, yo. Like all that all NBA, like that shit don't mean nothing. This is what matters, yo. Another one. Look, bruh. That could have been a foul. Actually was a foul. But they don't respect you, fam. Look at your takes. They're not going to respect that take. They're not going to respect that take and call it an overtime in a clutch game when it's the next part of the season in January. Look, bruh. And look who's scoring. And look who's scoring out of the two. Who do y'all want to keep? Pay attention. I promise you, if there's no Pascal, Scottie would be eating way more because there's no playstyle clash. I have more spacing around me. Boucher could shoot like there's more. They're canceling each other right now. Look at this screen to screen. What are we doing? Kill him then. Mano a mano. I'm not mad at that take, but look, Scottie's taking all these takes. Scottie's the one taking all these takes in the fourth quarter and overtime. What are we doing again? What are we doing? No one's doing nothing. Fred running around, padded. Trent running around, padded. Scottie gets it again. He's the one scoring, yo. It's ugly, but he's scoring. That's that fourth quarter dog that came out. Like, dog he's scoring, yo. Gat. That's a great shot. You should have shot it first before you needed to take a hop to the floater. You should have just pulled up right away. That's a great shot. 24 seconds. What are we doing? Now pay attention to this. OG's on Giannis exactly how you want. The cross matches are perfect right now. And look what happens right here. Look right here, dog. Pay attention to who? Van Fleet. Van Fleet, I don't know what you're doing. Pay attention to him. He's just going to help in the paint just for no IQ, no reason at all. Like, this is disgusting. Pay attention to him. Look what he's doing. Look where he runs. He runs into the paint like, dog, what were you going to do, Van Fleet? What were you going to do? There's nothing you could have done here. There's already 3 men on him. Giannis was not getting no take. What were you? You weren't going to reach. You weren't going to block. You weren't going to get a steal. There's nothing you could have done there. Why are you helping? Bruh. And that's a bucket. Van Fleet sussed the whole game. It was Van Fleet in that particular moment. That was negative, no IQ help. That was uncalled for, unwarranted, just fugaziness. Now you have an opportunity to tie the game. What are y'all going to do? Mano a mano. What are we doing here? Van Fleet, what are we doing? Mano a mano. You have Portis on you. Bruh. How many times have we seen Van Fleet do that? We've seen, like, that's not the take. I don't know why they didn't put Trent into action, and that's coaching. Trent just hit how many threes? Trent just hit how many threes in the clutch? Why would you put Van Fleet as the main one into action? That makes no sense. He tried. What could he do? And that's Game Boy, no Nintendo. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. It's disgusting. This is why I said the Raptors and Nurses have been getting exposed, where you have to adjust your team now. The blueprint that you thought was working with, Van Fleet before. And, like, first of all, let's talk about Van Fleet. A lot of people were talking about, oh, my God, Van Fleet's struggling, and he's having a bad year. And I get it, but the rhythm has changed. This is why you heard him even say it on JJ Reddit's podcast. You've heard him say it. This is what I've been trying to tell people. Oh, my God, Banks, what are you talking about? That's nothing. I'm like, I don't even, dog, it's getting out of hand. Like, I'm enlightening y'all. You get what I'm saying? I'm confident in what I know. I'm enlightening y'all, or I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? I see something, and I'm trying to help. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not that I hear this man, and that kind of dictates where I, nah, fam. If you know the game, you know the game. Van Vliet, his rhythm from this season and his rhythm from last season is completely different. Why? Because Pascal is having his best individual season, and not just because of his numbers. His play style is also changing, which is why you see his assists drastically go up. Like, you're seeing certain things of Pascal's game come forefront to the table, which I always said Pascal's doing great individually. But if that's not resulting in wins, why are we highlighting that? Because, like I told y'all, now Van Vliet has to spot it more often. Van Vliet is now setting screens for Pascal. Like, he's playing a whole different role where Van Vliet is used to ball handling. I have the ball in my hand. I know that it's sweaty. Like, these are nuances that, like, people don't talk about. If you hoop, you understand this. The stat sheet won't tell you this. A lot of people won't say this. The fact the ball is sweaty. If I'm dribbling the point guard and I'm running the ball every time, bringing up the ball majority, it's not like I can't spot up. But for the most part, I'm bringing up the ball. Like, I have the ball in my hand. That's a rhythm. That's a rhythm boost. All these little things are rhythm boosts. Remember, not everybody is a KD, a Kyrie, like a Steph, where they don't need rhythm. They're so elite off the ball. They're so elite with their skill and so efficient that they could get 5 shots and be 4 for 5. It don't matter. At any point in time, they're just a threat because they're just that different. That's why I try to tell people that's a different echelon you have to tip your hat off to. People don't give credit or understand that or even look at that. You have to tip your hat off to that. I can play in this offense. It don't matter. Like, I'm just him. I can catch it 4 seconds, pump fake, one dribble, pull, I splash. I didn't even know the ball was sweaty, and I still adjusted in that millisecond of a moment. I'm that nice, yo. That's why I'm like, those are different categories of players you should never put these Pascal, Van Vliets, these other guys in. There's a level. It's not just stats. Those are their levels differences. Van Vliet is like the regular, like, not regular. They're still nice, but there's levels. Like Jordan Clarkson, that's why he's effective when he's with LeBron, if he's just in a spot-up role. Kuzma, just effective when he's with LeBron, when he's in a spot-up role. Ingram, there's levels. Those caliber of players, there's still all-stars within them, but they can't just go to every situation and be the same all-star caliber player. This is where rhythm plays a part. Rhythm is just rhythm. Rhythm is anything could affect rhythm. Not having the ball, not knowing that there's sweat on the ball, not getting it in favorable moments. Now your morale is depleted. So when you catch it, even though you're open, you're not shooting it with confidence in the same way if you were always getting the ball and you're open. You have rhythm and you have a confidence boost. You're like, okay, I'm going to hit this, as opposed to, damn, I'm getting it. All right, fuck, I'm going to shoot. Just because you're open and you're not shooting with the same confidence. It's difference. People don't understand these things. And I'm trying to highlight, yo. They don't understand these things. So Fred is in a complete different rhythm situation, which is now going to affect his percentages. It's going to affect his confidence. It's going to affect his shot selection. He's going to have times where he's going to force away more because he's not always having the ball. So his brain doesn't feel like at any point in time I could get a bucket. Or I have to make an imprint. I'm going to force. I'm going to have moments where I just force. When he's having the ball all the time, he knows I'm going to get my shots whenever. I don't need to force. Hence why the efficiency will be better. There's a lot of these things is chain reaction. So Pascal has the ball from individually. He's getting better. He's playmaking. He's doing more. He's showing more skill to his individual game. But the team is getting affected. Trent is spotting up more than he should be. OG is definitely getting affected by this. He's spotting up way more than he should be. Van Vliet is spotting up way more than he should be. And the rhythm is just affected for all three of them. And you could see why the Raptors have shot their worst that they probably shot in the last couple of seasons. I don't even need to check the numbers. I just can see bricks all over the place. Not even just them, other players too. Because the rhythm is affected, because the sense around the team is give Pascal the ball. He's getting his career highs. He's eating. He's getting 52. He's individually performing, yes. All pain and whatever the case is. Have moments where he's hitting threes as well too. But for the most part, it's not resulting in wins. They're still struggling. They're below 500. What are we talking about? And that's my point. That's Van Vliet. That's one point. The next point. OG, yo. I understand the rhythm, you're getting affected and it's unfortunate, but there's levels. This is where OG, this window of time for OG to go to work and what I've been seeing from OG, what I even saw in that game, those handoffs, getting the ball, moving like you're literally a big man. You know those wings, those 3-and-D guys that, like I said, Torrey Craig. Who else is another 3-and-D guy? Not even Michael Bridges, because he'll dribble it up. He'll try and get a shot crate when he can. Like, there's levels. I'm trying to find, like the Aminus from back then, or like the Mo Harklesses, or like, who else is there? Sometimes even like Yuta Watanabe will do that on the Nets, or like, you know what I mean? Like guys who, Joe Harris, like the literally like Royce O'Neal, and even Royce O'Neal's actually dribbling and doing more. So I won't even put him in that category. He showed way more. But like, there's a lot of like 3-and-D guys. This is like Jay Crowder used to be, right? Guys like that where they know that they're 3-and-D. They have no bag whatsoever. They don't believe in their bag. They know that they have no bag. They bought into the 3-and-D role, and they're just going to get the ball for catch and shoot scenarios, drives randomly off a pump fake or whatever, or cuts. And if they get the ball, they're not trying to ball handle. Once I get the rebound, I hit a PG or a guard, and y'all go. That's how OG is moving. That doesn't make sense for a guy who's ball handling in the half court and doing step backs. That means at your core, you believe that you're just a 3-and-D guy. You're just trying to do these things just to say that you're getting better. Like, not everybody, and this is why I'm like, and it's my fault because I kind of always knew just off his mechanics that he was never going to be the Jeremy Grants, the Kawhis, the guys who came into Jaylen Browns, the guys who came in as defensive weapons, defensive specialists, and were 3-and-D or trying to be the best 3-and-D versions of themselves. And they advanced their bag. Kawhi advanced his bag. Jeremy Grant advanced his bag. Jaylen Brown advanced their bag to now they're a two-way and they're elite. PG. Well, I won't even put PG in that category. He kind of really had it. But there's so many guys that are like that, right? That you start seeing, oh, wow, he could actually, okay, he's getting buckets. Jeremy Grant is perfect example. OG was supposed to get into that category where now he could average 25, 23, 24, 21, 20. Like, OG, and that's where the aggression comes in. He doesn't believe that he's that at his core. Or else he would never get a rebound and pass. Like, in this day and age, when do you see a small forward get a rebound and just wait for a point guard? Like, what are we talking about? That man did that multiple times, a plethora of times. And it makes sense why mans now don't even look at you to, like, let's get OG the ball. When you have a mismatch trying to shoot in because mans don't even rate you. That's telling. Mans are looking at you like, what are you sealing for? Oh, you're sealing for the rebound. Okay, let me shoot. That's what Trent saw. When we see what OG sees, yo, I have a mismatch, please throw it down. We don't rate you like that. Why are you asking for steals now when you want to play this 3-and-D role? You don't want to dribble the ball up the court. That's why your aggression is still silent aggression. It's not real aggression. It's not like, yo, give me KD in the post. Every man stop what they do. He don't even need a clap. Once they see him in the post, throw that. That's the difference. That's part of the aggression. It's also what you portray as a hooper. And OG don't portray that he's that. He's not portraying that. He's too many moments, low moments. There's windows for him to go to work, and he's not. Pascal should not affect you like this. You can't only go to work when Pascal's at the game. You should not have, if you're really showing that you're here to stay as a two-way creator, Pascal should not affect you like this. Jeremy Grant will be playing with Dame, be playing with all. It don't affect him. He hooping. This is what I'm talking about. And that's for OG. That's like, dog. That's what I'm talking about, yo. I can't, like, I'm off the bandwagon of OG. Oh my God, he's gonna be I never thought he was gonna be the next Kawhi, but like showing that you're in that realm, the Jeremy Grant, all that type of, even Julius Randle. Like, there's guys who had no bag and they were just kind of playing defense. Whoever the case is, and they now developed the bag, yo. There's a lot of them. Oladipo, the list goes on. He's not in that category, yo. He's not in that category. He's in the tier above the Jerry Crowder 3-and-D category. Torrey Craig. He's like, he could get buckets sometimes. He's like that. Maybe Aaron Gordon. I don't know who. You know what I'm saying? Even Aaron Gordon showed more of a bag this year, so I can't even say that. I don't know who the perfect example is. Maybe Michael showing, so like, I have a bag here and there, but I'll get lost in the offense because I'm just playing defense. I'm 3-and-D at this most. That's what he's at. And he's not supposed to be that. But because you're going to see Michael is starting to get out of that too and go into the Jeremy Grant. You're going to see it transition. But OG has had too many windows of this. Show me. And he just doesn't, yo. The aggression just lacks. And that's where I'm like, I'm off that whole OG. That band, I'm off. Because if he was hooping, the Raptors would have a way better record. Because you wouldn't have to go to Pascal like this all the, like, you know what I mean? He was supposed to be the missing piece. His elevation was supposed to be the signing that the Raptors didn't make in the offseason. Because OG got that much better, you recovered from not signing a big name. That's what OG was supposed to be. He's supposed to be the big name from my hoop eyes. And he's not. He's not doing that. I'm off that. Now we go on to the next one. This is why, you see what I'm saying? Choose Pascal or Scottie. You have to. And I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And I've been wanting to say this from time, and I've been said this from time. You have to choose one, but I've always said choose Scottie. Look what you saw in the fourth quarter with all the struggles. That was very telling. With all the struggles, what the results actually came to be. With all the struggles, that was very telling. Scottie is the one to choose. Pascal wasn't even a factor. He only had like 2 shots. He wasn't even a factor. He wasn't even involved. He became the dunker spot guy now. And not only is it just fourth quarter play, but this is what I'm trying to tell people. The Raptors are a fake team right now because when this is like the 3rd season, I've said it, follow me on Twitter, follow my socials. This is like the 3rd season. You have the regular season when it first starts, man, start trying at the beginning. Then you go through the motions and all that type of stuff. You get injuries. You get people figuring out rotations, whatever. Then you get the push right around Christmas break, Christmas. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, we here. Now, man, start trying. Then you get that little window. Then you get the New Year's push where it's like mans have New Year's resolutions. Coaches have New Year's resolutions. We all have one in real life. In regular life, we have New Year's resolutions. You don't think the NBA, these mans have it too? At every job, you have a New Year resolution. Yo, this year, this is my goals. This year, our team, we got to, make man shoot less than 50% from the field. We got to shoot 50% from the field. OG, individually, you should average 20 this start out this year. Like, you got to, mans have goals. And this is when automatically, once January 1st starts, teams start trying way more than they ever have been at that point. And that's what you're getting. You're getting teams that are trying, which is why you're getting a lot of games. You're seeing a lot of guys offensively because they're trying more. Like, yo, I'm going to be a new me. I'm going to start snapping. You're seeing a lot of mans get 50s, 40s. Did it. It's right around the new year. It makes sense. It's perfect. It's proving my point. Because offensively, mans are like, yo, I have New Year's resolutions. I want to score 60. I want to score 70. Donovan Mitchell, you have New Year's resolution. New year, new me. You heard him say it. New Year's resolutions. Then you get it on defense as well, too. Mans are going to try now. Yo, we trying to ramp up our defense. We trying to be a top 10 defense. We trying to be a top 5 defense by the end of the year. By All-Star break, they have goals. Man, start trying. So if the first part of trying is not even and it only gets more. When you get to around All-Star break, man, start trying. Post All-Star break, man, start trying. Playoff push near end of the season, man, it's another level up. Then you get playoffs. So it's only going to keep ramping up. This is the first start of the ramp up. And y'all are losing games? And y'all trying to tell me now as the season gets even further down the line, they're going to start winning more? y'all not ready. Y'all don't understand what's going on. This is exposure, not, oh, we got to turn it around. No, this is exposure happening. Real exposure. Real exposure. And that's what my point is. Like, when you see that happening, Pascal's play is starting to decrease when mans are now trying more. This is what happened when DeRozan was on the Raptors. You've always said it's about certain stars on the Raptors. When everything accelerates, the trying happens even more. They fall back more because it was never real. Getting buckets in the motion of the regular season when mans aren't back-to-back, mans are trying it. Like, there's waves in the season. That's what a lot of people, that's nuances of the game. People don't pay attention to that. You're not going to play every 82 game like it's game 1 or game 82 or game, you know what I mean? It's not going to happen. Especially now with more space and more pace and no transition take and, you know what I mean? And mans need rest. I'm not even going to try. I'm really going to go from the corner to the paint back to the corner. Hell no. Get that layup, fam. We good. We'll just get a bucket here. Like, stuff like that be happening. Mans just don't say it. Now we really we locked in January 1st and y'all struggling. That tells you everything. He's struggling. That tells you everything. This is what I'm telling you. The play style clash. Scottie within the struggle turned up in the fourth. It was very ugly. It was all paint. He sagged off him and he still said, no, I'm not. It's not just the fact that he was scoring. It was how he scored, what it meant, what was actually happening. The man sagged off you all game. Your shot was off. You could have just kept shooting and bricking. Or you could have been elite and you want me to shoot. This is my weakness. And I turn my weakness into a strength. I'm hitting shots now. That's a different level. I don't expect Scottie to be there yet. But on the level right below that, when Scottie was literally like, yo, y'all sagging off me. You don't want me to go to the paint. I'm struggling. I'm going to still go there. You're telling me no? I'm going to still go. Forget what you're saying. I'm going to still go. And I'm going to find a way, even though you're waiting for me and you have the advantage by sagging off, I'm still going to go there. I'm going to go into your chest. And I'm still going to get a bucket. You're not stopping me. That is an elite level of mentality that Scottie was displaying in this fourth quarter. And that's what people didn't see in that. Because he was fighting his own battle, his own crossroads. He was fighting it. And he overcame in the fourth, in the biggest, most crucial point at overtime. That's why I wanted to highlight that. That already showed to me, and I've seen this before from Scottie. Pascal don't operate like that. Rarely do you ever see, Pascal could be hot and he'll still struggle in the clutch. Pascal could be cold, will still struggle in the clutch. You rarely see him actually go to work in the clutch. Rarely. Very rarely. Very rarely. Scottie will be cold, and anytime a man is cold and turn up in the clutch, that's a different level of mentality that your or clutch ability and just you're nice, yo. I'm keeping him. Scottie's the one to keep. Plus, Pascal's trade value will never be this high. The career highs he's doing, his career season, he will never be this hot ever again. Ever again. This is what happens. The Raptors do this a lot of times. When Vince Carter was hot and you wanted to trade him, you didn't trade him. When he started declining, knee injury, now you trade him, you get way less. This what always happens. I didn't even want them to trade Vince, but that's not the point. The point is, when y'all decide to pull the trigger as a Raptors organization, you always pull too late. And the DeRozan trigger would have been pulled too late. It was just fortunate enough that the Raptors had a Kawhi who had a situation. You never rarely get a Kawhi superstar level of talent happen to be at odds with their organization. Not only just at odds, he also was looked as a shell of himself. Is he even going to be the same Kawhi? So people aren't going to be purchasing him. They're not going to be trading for him because they're like, yo, we don't even know if he's the same Kawhi. Like we don't even know if he's the injury he has with him. It's ailing. Raptors got a perfect scenario where he ended up being the same Kawhi, but no one thought he would be the same Kawhi. So now Raptors could put DeRozan in there. But DeRozan's trade value was not at his highest at that point. It just happened to be that Kawhi's also wasn't at his highest, and it worked out. But the Raptors still individually pulled the trigger too late for DeRozan. That's what the Raptors always do. You always pull too late. Hope, faith. Same with the Lowry. You pull too late. Everything is too late. This Pascal is a perfect window. If you really want this, the time in the window is now. This trade deadline is now. You see what Scottie is. You see what Pascal is. You know, if you keep them both, you're going to be in this mediocre state. You're not going to be so bad that you're not going to get high draft picks. You're going to be so mediocre that you might make the playoffs. You might be in the play-in. So it's just weak picks. You're in that mediocre worst stage. But you also believe because we have this talent, we could be great. So you're always going to keep trying, but you're going to be mediocre every time. Everything between 6 to 12 seed. Every time. Or if you trade one of them, and if you keep Scottie now, Scottie's going to be a whole different player. Like when Pascal was first injured and Scottie started off as a rookie, you've seen how he played. He was averaging like 18 and 12 or something like he was killing. I think it was even 20 and 9 or 20 and 11, whatever he was doing with no Pascal. You've seen it. So you're going to get a better Scottie, way elevated, a rookie of the year, even better than that. Then you're also going to get the most you would ever get for Pascal because his trade value is very high. So you could actually recoup. You could actually have an elite star-studded, not maybe not star-studded, but you could have an elite team, even better than what you had if you trade him now. And now you could really we could go for the contender. Maybe not this season, but now we in the contender, top 4, top 5 of the East situation. That's what you could be doing. But right now, it's not looking like that. You're in this mediocre play. If you keep them, and then now when you're really going to have to want to trade Pascal because he's the older guy, it's the guy you should be traded anyways, you're going to trade him too late. You're going to get less for him, and you're going to maybe be in a similar spot being still mediocre because you didn't get a jump off of the talent you received for trading him. So you might even dip a little bit because you lost Pascal. You're going to get into that category. This is where the Raptors, they always make this mistake, and I've been calling it from time. I'm letting y'all know on the record from now. This is what they should do. They have till February to do that. This is what they should do now. You see what you see, blow that shit up, and it won't be a real blow up. You actually will get better because you trade Pascal with his high value now, 27 entering or 28, whatever he is, prime. People could, he's been eating. He's close, all NBA. He's having you know what I mean? If you wait after this, the next season, he might drop again, and then you're going to miss the window. When you miss the window, y'all going to complain and get mad because they're going to trade one of them eventually. They're going to have to. At some point, the crossroads is going to come to a close and stop, and there's going to be a dead end, and you're going to have to trade one of them. This is the blueprint. You have to trade one of them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to. The same thing, the Lakers were trying to trade Westbrook. They didn't do it they did it too late. They tried to keep him. Now he looked hella worse that one season. Now you can even trade him. You have to keep him now, not even worse than what. You want to get into that category? You already know what you have to do, and y'all prolonging it. So this is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for this longer video. I have been MIA. You know what I mean? It's just fine-tuning, work and everything. All of that type of stuff, you already know what it is. I'm still fine-tuning. But at the end of the day, we out here. There's no doubt here. There's no drought here. I'm telling y'all, man, this is the blueprint. Y'all could decide which one y'all want to rock with. Keeping Scottie, trading Pascal is the beneficial right now. That's the most you're going to get. You try to trade Scottie, you'll get some because, again, remember, the Nets before the season, the Nets, when they had the Kevin Durant trade request, they were only going to trade with the Raptors if they included Scottie. Pascal was in there, and he didn't care. and OG. They didn't care. They wanted Scottie. So Scottie had the higher trade value, but now Pascal's eating. There will be a lot of people that will look at Pascal and be like, yo, his trade value is at the most. Scottie's probably is still higher because of potential. But Pascal's individually is at his highest it's ever been. It's never been higher. You gotta pull that trigger. This is where the IQ, you know what I mean? You gotta pull that trigger. And what's the Raptors organization, no matter what GM they have, they always wait too late because around the culture in Toronto is always, oh my God, no, we can still do it. We can still do it. Y'all don't call shit how it is. It's always hope, faith, until y'all been shot how many times and y'all are dying. Now it's trade that guy. That's what y'all do. And I promise you'll even get a better Van Vliet. You'll get a better Trent. You'll get a better OG. Like, I'm telling y'all something. It is what it is, y'all. We'll see. True Talks is True Talks. Share, like, and subscribe. We out here. There's no doubt here. There's no doubt here. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. You already know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, yo. Like this, dog. This is it. This is the window. You got to do it, yo. And I'm out, man.